let's move on to the topic at hand. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. For those that don't know me, my name is Zach, and this is the Zenhouse Studios channel. Started as a channel that had films and stuff like that, but I've started doing more and more videos lately because why not? It's fun. Rankings and movie reviews and trailer reactions, all that fun stuff. But today we're here to talk about something different, something a little more known to the subscribers of this channel, because a lot of the subscribers on this channel have subscribed because of Scream Legacy, our fan film that we made and put out, which has almost 700,000 views now. Insane. Yep. But so we're here to talk about Scream 6, and I got my buddy Gabe Kaner with me again. It's been a few weeks. We did a rankings video a few weeks ago now. It's been a hot minute. So
yeah, it's good to be back, man. I always love doing these.
Yeah, man, especially when it's related to Scream stuff.
Oh, yeah,
it's always a lot of fun.
I got my Ghostface pin right here. I'm ready to go.
Fantastic. It has a nice shine to it. We need to get a Scream Legacy one to go on the other side.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Let's do it.
That'd be cool, man. So real quick, we don't have a lot of time. We're just here to talk about Scream 6, predictions and theories, stuff like that, because I know you're a massive Scream fan, obviously. So am I. And I haven't really got a chance to talk to you about Scream 6 yet. So I just kind of wanted to go through a couple of topics. So before I get to the other topics, let me just get your general overall thoughts on Scream 6. How you feeling, man? What do you think?
All right. It looks like it's going to be Ghostface Takes Manhattan.
And yeah, I've seen that subtitle everywhere on social media. That's insane.
And if that's true, I'm all for it. I'm excited about it because I feel like we haven't really had a movie that is as Gale Weathers centric. You know, we had, I think Scream 5 focused a lot more on Dewey. The first 4 movies focused more on Sydney. And I think it'll be interesting to see how they would go about making a Scream movie that's more focused on Gale. What's interesting about Gale as a character is she always has a reason to come back because she's a reporter.
Mm-hmm. Shit, even in 5, she came all the way to Woodsboro from New York. That's a haul. That's across the country, man.
Yeah,
so yeah. She could come back for that. She'll come back for any damn thing. But yeah, that would be cool. Ghostface, like maybe a little chase scene in Times Square or something like that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. It'd be something we haven't seen before. At this point, we're 5 movies in. I'm all for them, doing something different with the franchise, like something completely out of their wheelhouse that they haven't done before.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to keep it fresh, too. You know, it's not the same old rinse, wash, repeat, Woodsboro, people attacked in Woodsboro. You know, at first I thought they were copying Scream 2 by going off to college or something. But in Scream 2, it was a little lesser known college. This is fucking New York. So this has a lot of implications as to what can happen, you know, so I think it'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Fresh take on things.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is if Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera's characters, the Carpenters, I'm wondering if they're going to be in New York with Gale or if they're in college somewhere else. That's what I'm curious to find out. I heard that they were on set. On the New York set, so we got our first set photo from them yesterday, I think, or the day before.
Yeah, so, I saw that. I'll post a picture of it as we're talking. But yeah, I was curious about that too, because the synopsis was something like the 4 survivors, would be Sam, Tara, Chad, and Mindy, escape Woodsboro to get a fresh start. So I assumed they go to New York, to a college in New York or something, and that's where everything is. And Gale just happens to be there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go, but that's what I thought. I could see how that would happen. But let me get your thoughts real quick on the talk about the Neve situation, man. How do you feel about all that shit going on? It's crazy. It's crazy. The fucking fandom has been insane lately, man.
Yeah. I love Neve Campbell. I love Sidney Prescott. She is my Scream queen. But I'm an optimist. I don't want to go into this movie with any negatives in mind. Would I prefer Sidney to be in it? Yeah, of course, it's Sidney Prescott. But like I said, I'm curious to see where they go if they're forced to make a movie without Sidney, because I know it's not Radio Silence that wants her out. So yeah, I'm curious.
I'm kind of leaning towards you, man. Like I'm trying to look at the optimistic side of things. Like, okay, well, she isn't in the movie. Let's just see what they can come up with. She's probably going to be referenced, obviously. And I did hear something that said when they were planning this trilogy, 7 was supposed to be her big movie, and they were going to have some stuff in this movie that kind of sets that up. So it's like, well, how do you do that if she's not here? So I don't know, man. It's just so up in the air right now. But, like I said, I'm an optimist too. I'm at the point now. At first I was like, oh, that sucks, man. This is going to be shit. I don't know if I want to see it, but now it's like, I do like with what they did with some of the characters in Scream 5. And I like Gale, obviously, and I like the directors of this. So I'm not going to totally shit it out the window. I still want to see, just out of curiosity and for the love of the franchise, what they can do with the next movie if it's without her. So
yeah, if there's any directors who can make a Scream 6 without Sydney, I think it would be Radio Silence, because they have enough love for Scream in every aspect outside of Sydney too,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they can incorporate all of those aspects and really hone in on that, because there's still a lot of elements that make Scream without Sydney. Of course, you have Ghostface, you got the phone voice,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the stuff that we tried to do with Legacy, because we didn't have Sydney, so we tried to just make it so that her presence was felt, and I feel like a lot of people appreciated that and responded to it.
Yeah, that's a really good way to look at it. I think it can be done, especially if it's very Gale centric. I know Dewey had a pretty nice part in 5. This could be Gale's movie. I've seen this around social media. 5 was Dewey's movie. 5 wasn't really Dewey's movie. He just had like a big presence in it. This could be this. Yeah, 6 could be the same with Gale. And then, like I said, if they're going on what I heard, 7 could be the big Sydney movie. So even though the first 4 were also Sydney movies, but you know what I mean, as far as this new trilogy.
Yeah, so, dude. If they kill Gale, then that would give Sydney a lot more reason to come back and just kick Ghostface's ass once and for all in Scream 7.
Yeah, and that leads me to believe, I heard a rumor that this movie might end on a cliffhanger, which I think would be interesting because we've never had a cliffhanger in the Scream films. So that'd be kind of cool, in my opinion.
At one point, I tried, like 5 years ago, I tried writing Scream 5 and 6, and I had it a 2-parter, and it had a cliffhanger for Scream 5 and went into Scream 6. So if they did that, I think that would be a really cool idea.
It would. I think so. Because we've had 5 semi-happy endings now, closure endings. And it's like, let's mix it up a bit, let's mix it up and give it a cliffhanger. I'm all for that. I think that'd be great. And like you said, if it ends with somehow maybe Gale gets killed at the end, and like you said, that's kind of what propels Sydney to come back for 7. I don't know. But speaking of killing, that's another topic I had. Who could be the killer in this movie? If they're going to New York, would it be someone they know? Would it be a new character? That's a pretty dark area, man. And I'm curious to see what they do with the killer this go around.
I'm kind of going out on a limb here, but if I'm going to take a guess at what college they're in New York, it's probably NYU. That's just a wild guess. And NYU has a big film school, and I'm sure we're going to get somebody who's a film nerd at that school, and that could possibly be the killer. It might be too much like Scream 2, though. But
I was going to say kind of like a Mickey 2.0, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like they'll know what we're thinking. They know that we're going to be thinking, all right, this is supposed to be the killer, but they're going to throw them off. They're going to throw us off their scent like they always do.
Yeah, I could see that. Now, do you see this being a new killer? Like, or what I mean by that is like unrelated character, like in Scream 5 with Richie and Amber, or do you think we could see maybe a relative of somebody be the killer this time?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I feel like for Scream 7, they're going to want the killer to be someone who isn't just a random new person,
Yeah.
So
of course.
I feel like if they're going to save something like a big reveal, like a relative or something, it would probably be in the next one. But here's a thought. What if there is no killer reveal in this movie? That's what makes it a cliffhanger. I think that's
there you go. That could be too. And it could lead into Scream 7. And the movie takes place, the big showdown with Sydney and the killer. Ghostface takes off his mask. It's fucking Stu.
Yeah.
Fucking Stu.
And
I'm predicting that right now. Stu's going to be the overall big bad killer to close out this trilogy. You got to do it, man. You got to do it. Fans would lose their shit, man.
I'm all for it. That'd be so
shit.
Cool. Like,
that'd be crazy.
Let's throw plausibility out the window. I don't care if he comes back with the fucking TV still on his head.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. That would be insane. Coming back, Stu was the mastermind, maybe behind the whole trilogy. Maybe he coerced Richie and Amber. I don't know. Like, Amber did live in his old house. So I don't know, man. I've always been of the belief that Stu coming back, as crazy as it is, would be fucking epic. So that's my hope, is this leads into Scream 7 with Stu being the big bad. Because you're totally right. You got to have somebody big. If they are doing this new trilogy and 7 is going to be the last one, you got to do someone big. You can't just have like, oh, fucking Tommy from film class be the killer. It wouldn't have the same effect.
Yeah, but I put money on it. Neve definitely comes back for Scream 7. Pay her what she's worth.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think the rumors were implying that 6 was supposed to be a small part for her. That maybe sets up 7 to be like a big movie for her. So if that's the case and she misses out on this and they can somehow still build up her story to 7 and she comes back for 7 in full force, I'm all for it. Fuck it. I'm all for it. So that was one of my next topics. We kind of already touched upon it. Was, do you think Gale will get killed in this movie? Whether it be a victim, the opening kill. I don't think it'd be the opening kill. I don't. I think she's gonna have a big part in the movie. Or is it like a sacrifice type kill? How you feeling about Gale's survivability rate in this movie?
I don't think it's good, especially if they're going to do what we were talking about to propel her to bring Sydney back. At the end of the day, it is a horror movie. And that's why I'm ultimately okay with Randy dying, with Dewey dying, because it's a horror movie and people die. That's what happens.
Well, you know what I love? You know what I love about hearing you say that is the Scream movies have stakes. You know, aside from Sydney, who's kind of had some plot armor for 4 or 5 movies, they still have stakes. You know, Dewey getting killed. Yeah, a lot of fans didn't like it, but it's reality, man. People die, you know, and same with Randy. Like, not everyone's going to have, this isn't Stranger Things, you know, not everyone's going to have a happy ending and plot armor, you know, and I love Stranger Things, but I'm on the belief now where it's like, okay, Stranger Things, you got to start killing some people. It's too predictable. So I do like that Scream 5 killed Dewey, you know, just because it shows stakes. So yeah, I'm totally in agreement with you when you talk about stakes like that.
It's like The Walking Dead, and I'm guilty of it too. Like, I've gotten mad at The Walking Dead for killing certain characters, but at the end of the day, that show is a horror show. Yeah. So people get killed.
100%, man. 100%. So the last one thing I wanted to talk to you about is Kirby. How you feeling about Kirby's role? What does she have to do with this movie?
I'm so excited I'm so excited to have her coming back. Like, that's something that was completely unexpected, that I was not expecting. But what a great character to bring back. I mean, she was a fan favorite from Scream 4. And if you can bring her back, I feel like they're setting us up to accept that they could also potentially bring Stu back, who we also thought was dead.
Right.
I think that's also a part of it.
Right. Now, no, I'm totally, I'm the same way, man. I love that she's coming back. I swear to God, if I don't think they would bring her back just to be the opening kill. I think that would be very disrespectful to the character.
Yeah.
I've seen all kinds of theories online. You know, she's the opening attack and she survives, comes back, or she comes into, and like, that's another thing, is how does she come into contact with the people from Woodsboro? Like, does she just happen to live in New York now? Do they go to Woodsboro to see her? Well, Kirby probably doesn't live in Woodsboro anymore. So I'm just kind of wondering how they fit her into the movie and with the previous characters. And she knows Gale, obviously. So I don't know, man. I will be very upset if she's the opening kill. Like I said, I think that'd be very disrespectful. You don't bring her back just to make her the opening kill. That's not, you don't do that, man.
That never goes over well with horror fans when they do that in franchises.
Yeah, look at Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah.
Fucking perfect example, man. But yeah, either way, at the end of the day, Hayden coming back is phenomenal, man. Great actress. Love the character. Mm-hmm. I hope she has a big part, and I hope she stays alive and is a big part of Scream 7. You know, I think her coming back into contact with Sydney, if Sydney's not in Scream 6, I think that would be a pretty good dynamic for Scream 7, especially if Gale's dead. It could be Sydney and Kirby teaming up, or, you know, something like that.
Yeah, I do love this new cast, man. Like the main four that you mentioned earlier, Chad, Mindy, and Tara and Sam.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for a movie that's really centric on them too. Like I love all of those characters. They kept all the right ones for the sequel.
Yeah, I think so too. And that also begs the question, Chad and Mindy barely made it out of the last movie alive. Do you think one of them gets clipped in this one? Do you think that was a precursor to one of them getting clipped, or do you think they would say, okay, that was our way of having them almost get killed? Maybe they're the new like survivors.
I don't think it would be Chad because he already got a kill scene. It was made like a scene. And Mindy didn't really have one. So I don't know. It's I feel like if they kill one of Randy's relatives, we're just gonna hear justice for Randy all over again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard that there's I've heard rumors of a lot of new cast members in this.
Yeah,
so
me too. Me too.
I don't think it's gonna be too much. I think it's a lot of cast members are gonna kill off pretty quick.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of the kills being dedicated to the newcomers.
Yeah, I think so too. And one of the newcomers I've been hearing massive rumors on is Sadie Sink from Stranger Things. And I think she would be a magnificent addition to the cast.
That'd be awesome.
If it's true or not. You know, it's heavily rumored she's going to be in this movie, which I think would be cool. But I think with her acting skills, she could give a pretty good death scene.
Yeah. I've been wanting someone from Stranger Things to cross over into Scream for a long time, and if there were one person to do that, I think she'd be perfect for it.
I think so too. But overall, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad it's coming soon. You know, we don't have to wait 2-3 years for it. I like that they're already in production. A lot of people are saying, well, oh man, only a year. It's way too soon. They're just rushing it. It's like, well, you got to think, dude, Scream 5, they had already planned out like before the pandemic. You know, the pandemic kind of stalled them a little bit. So while they're doing post-production on Scream 5, they had already written the script for Scream 6, you know, so it was just delayed. You know, it's not like they were like, oh, Scream 5 is done. Let's write the script in 2 weeks and get 6 off the ground. That's not how it works, man.
Yeah, man. So, they had Scream 5 in the can, picture lock, before we even started shooting Scream Legacy.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't realize is, you know, the filmmaking process like that. It's like, guys, calm down. They're not rushing this at all. They've had plenty of time to get this off the ground. You just didn't know it because Scream 5 was still coming out. So either way, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm all for setting. We had Scream 3 in Hollywood. Let's take Scream to New York this time. It doesn't, I think the original trilogy established that you can have Scream without Woodsboro. It doesn't have to be in Woodsboro because Scream 3 didn't even go near Woodsboro.
Yeah.
And
or
New
Scream
York
2 for that matter, right?
Yeah, that too. And New York makes perfect sense to me. Like you want to be in New York City if you're trying to hide from a serial killer. Like you don't want to be in the wide open spaces. So that they've been dealing with for 5 movies. So I'm excited.
And just think of all the scenarios, man. There's so much stuff to play with in New York, like buildings and attractions, and like there's so much potential there.
I guarantee you, there's a kill in a subway, like the parking garage.
Oh, that would be sick, man. That would be sick.
Like train coming by as someone's getting killed. If that happens, I'm calling it.
Or you could just Ghostface just fucking throw someone in front of a moving subway. Bam, hits them dead on.
That's even better, man.
That would be sick. If we were doing a Scream in New York, that I would have a kill like that where he just fucking stabs the shit out of somebody and just hurls him into a fucking oncoming subway.
Yeah, utilize New York. Go outside. Don't just have all the kills be in an apartment building that could be anywhere.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. You got Central Park to play with. You got building. You got skyscrapers. Ghostface could throw someone out of a skyscraper. I mean, there's just so much shit to do in New York.
Yeah, Central Park scary at night. Like you could totally do it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of fun to be had with New York. And I did hear a rumor that Ghostface this movie's probably going to be the most brutal one we've had. And if it's in New York with clever kills like that, I could see why, you know? So
yeah, they might take a page out of your book. Like they might add some mob movie sensibilities to this because it's in New York. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, brother, I appreciate you joining me. This has been a lot of fun. We'll do this again, like you said, as production goes on. You know, we'll probably get some more tidbits here and there, and probably get some more casting news and stuff like that. And if they do work out a situation with Neve, then we could talk about that as well. So a lot of good
Yep.
stuff to talk about going forward, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's it, man. So we're gonna get out of here.
Awesome.